Our middle name became Persistence, and we knew that come hell or high water, we were going to have a family.
Being a mom to Stephanie Pendray was extremely important, and even after having breast cancer 3 times, her wish of having children came true, thanks to someone she'd never met. Stephanie's story is part of CBS Radio's We Can Survive partnership with the Young Survival Coalition to raise awareness about breast cancer. Stephanie was first diagnosed with breast cancer at 26 years old, and years later, when they were trying to start a family, she received some devastating news.
After 10 years, I had a new breast cancer in the other breast. The first diagnosis was tough. The second diagnosis was excruciatingly difficult. The third was heartbreaking, and it was the worst 24 hours of my entire life, just reeling from that diagnosis. Prior to surgery, my oncologist said that it was less than 5% chance that it was a new breast cancer. And I woke up in recovery and looked at my husband and looked at my doctor and said, well, and they said, you're in the 5%. Now you get to do chemo again, and you get to do radiation.
When Stephanie and her husband began to lose hope after both she and a surrogate suffered multiple miscarriages, a woman named Melissa from her online infertility support group offered to help.
And I was stunned. I didn't see this coming. We were all supportive of each other.
After the two couples met and discussed the details, the families began their journey.
The first ultrasound, my husband, myself, her husband, we all were gathered there in the room and discovered that it was twins. We didn't want to miss that birth for anything in the world. The 15 rounds of chemo obviously worked because I am, knock on wood, 6 years out. My kids are 2.5, and life is fantastic. All of my energy is back.
Stephanie is sharing her story to inspire others to be persistent and to know that breast cancer doesn't discriminate. CBS Radio and YSC are once again raising awareness through their 5th annual We Can Survive concert at the Hollywood Bowl.
When people think breast cancer, they think of their grandmas or maybe their moms. They don't think about their sisters or their girlfriends or their wives in their 20s and 30s.
There are 250,000 young women living in this country right now that were diagnosed before they were 40. That's a lot of young women.
It's not just a medical diagnosis, but it also impacts who you are in yourself and dating and sexuality. So it's very different for a young woman.